Good morning, everybody. Happy July 4th. Please thank you for coming. Please help yourself to breakfast honestly sponsored. Fascinating. The Targum Oculus on Thos Chukas Hatorah, this is Thos Chukas Hatorah, says this is a gezerah, a decree of the Torah. Now, the Shulchan Aruch brings a list of days when one used to fast due to tragedy that befell the Jewish people. The Magen Avraham, named the Baal Tanya, says that individuals had a custom on the Friday of Shabbos Chukas, which will be today, that they would fast. Why would they fast? To commemorate something terrible that happened. In the year 5004, what happened was they burned truckloads of the Talmud, of halachas, of Agadas on this very day in France. They burned 24 wagons. So there were rabbis that they went through Chalom, they asked and made an inquiry from above high, and the answer was Thos Chukas Hatorah. This is the decree of the Torah. So people have the custom not on the date on the calendar, but on the Friday of Shabbos of Parshas Chukas that they fast on this day. This fell in disuse. I don't know if anybody does it today, but for many years this was the custom that on the Friday of Shabbos Chukas.
Is that in front of the Notre Dame? What? Is that in front of the Notre Dame?
I'm not sure exactly.
I think they might have been. They said that maybe it was like a little bit take back what happened.
I heard that. It's very possible that was there, but the fact was 24 loaves. Now, Thos Chukas Hatorah, fascinating. The Medrash on this verse says they take another word to make purity out of impurity, and they quote the fact that Abram came from Terah, Cheskia from Achaz, Yoshia from Amnon, Mordechai from Shimei, Yisrael from the nation of the world, and the next world from this world. In other words, it comes from Tumah, comes Tahara. Just to amplify that, Rabbi Teichtel, the AM Minyan, who was a Haredi rabbi who was opposed to Zionism, but during the Holocaust wrote a book where he supported the state of Israel, and he tragically died right before the Holocaust ended. But he also adds something fascinating that you find, for example, that Moshiach comes from an incestuous relationship. You would think Moshiach would come from a holy, pure source. It comes from an incestuous relationship. And he also brings the fact that secular Jews helped build the land. He said it had religious Jews build the country, it would not have fallen under the radar screen. It would have brought out all kinds of kolos and things against the Jewish people, but since it's the irreligious people, so it fell under the radar screen. Fascinating thought. Just to conclude, the Satmar Rebbe says that you shouldn't take this as a signal that lets it get engaged in impure things in order to bring kedusha out of it. This is a Chukas, this is an exception to the rule, but don't think you're going to do all these bad things and a good thing will come out. You say, I'll justify it because we'll have some holiness come out. No, don't do that. And have a wonderful day. Have a great Shabbos.